Action Pets Gaming.
Chill vibes tonight, chill vibes tonight. Laid back life, laid back. No stress, no fight, no stress, no fight. Throwing parts together, throwing parts. Crafting all night, all night. Get ready to build, get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right. Get ready to build. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Let's make it right. Gonna make it right.
Well, good morning and greetings. It's me, Kevin C. here yet again at Action Pants Gaming with another Sunday stream. That's right, it's Sunday. Still waking up. Eyes are still a little blurry. Got my coffee. I got started a little early this morning. I got about 9:56 in the a.m. or about 4 before 10. And I got the 29th of December. Still in the year 2024. But we're almost getting into that new year. See what happens. Well, I know some of you are still sitting there in the past, and some are still somehow out there in the future. Not still in the future, but somehow in the future. That made no sense for a minute. But whatever present you happen to be in, I do hope it's going good. All right, let's get on to this, whatever it is that we're doing. I have no idea. I'm going to have to do some other stuff because I got to change some music. But let's do that. Let's change some music. Let's see if there's anybody in chat yet. I think we have a Zesty in chat. We do. Welcome, Zesty. How you doing? Greetings on this Sunday. And we've got the moderator of moderators, the M, the S, the G, the Mad Scottish Gek. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here today. Good to have you. Throw on some stuff here, hopefully in a second. There we go. That's better. All right, let's get back into this. Hopefully we don't go too frame droppy here. Oh, no, all right. So, I have managed to kind of figure out how to get these, but it is manual placement at this point. I cannot find a snap. I'm going to try again today. And I think we might go visit some stuff. Might go and actually explore. Do a little building, obviously, because, well, I'm building. But I kind of want to look at some stuff. Yeah, so it's kind of there. I sort of have an idea on how to get this on a more consistent basis, just based on, at this point, oh, it's not even working right, is it? Or is that, no, because there's the sun. Alright, hold on. There we go. Like, oh, great. But even so, you can tell it's a little brighter on the left side than it is on the right. So when it twists, it's a little bit like that. It also looks like it's a little wobbly, so let me do a refresh. Let's do a refresh, shall we? It might be because I was up top earlier, and it just decided to wobble out on me. Gets a little wobbly. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Yeah. How old am I? Ugh. Anyone remember Shrinky Dinks? Alright, so now this should be not wobbling. And let's see if it's a little more consistent. Yeah, it's still a little brighter on the left. You can see, like, on the right here, it kind of gets a little choppy. But we won't really know until we turn out the lights. Yeah. Little duller on the right. That kind of goes with what's going on in here. So, I ended up kind of doing this last night. Hanging out with Hellboy, just chatting. And I threw this together. Because the race initiator only does one floor, and I really need to go back and redo the upper one here, but it's a pain, because then I got to also do both uppers. Because the one on the left is one of them is, I think it's the one on the left. Yeah, it's out too far. Or no, the one on the right is out too far. I'm sorry. One of them's out too far. So that, you know, it bleeds over a little bit more. So the center actually is pulled down just a little bit in order to cover up the mistake. Because I used one block, you know, I measured one area here instead of doing the other one on this side, which I should have done, but I did not. So, this is what we got. Added the ceiling. I know y'all saw most of this, but we got the door in. And I got, you know, somewhat of a ceiling in. It is what it is, sort of thing. But then, last night, I spent time setting all this crud up. And I think the reason it reset itself is because it loaded in again. I think if I go back out of camera after saving this, it should save it. But since my character loaded in after I did all this, I think it may have reset it. So we have this. I got a little bit of color in it. We got to obviously change the square floor panel design. And then I got to figure out how to then, yeah, stuff. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is what we got. This is what we'll work with today. A little bit of that. And I'm also just trying to get a, oh, and I did add these, but I think it might be too much with these. I haven't decided yet. And I don't know if I'm 100% happy with part of the pattern. I'm never really 100%. 97.3%. Yeah, see, we're good. See how it saved it now? So, now we gotta mess with the pattern. Which I'm learning that the minute you get overly complicated, your life is turned into a loss of time and somewhat of a conceptual nightmare. So, it's probably best to start here, I would imagine. And to do the other thing, the amount of time it would take, it is possible. Don't get me wrong. But the time would be horrendous. I would have to be doing this as a full-time job in order for it to be worth it. As we can see here, we're already going to have some issues. Just thinking, do I keep it simple? Or do we go foolishly into more crazy? And we already see some shadow, the weird, phasing effect. But then if I flip over to here, well, you know what's going to happen. While that is cool and all, can I keep it and can I remember the pattern? That's part of the problem too, is remembering when you start doing this. If you start doing it. I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. But that is part of what happens with this, is just trying to figure all that out. Joy Roth, welcome. That's because check over here. Ah, so we have a problem there. So we have to do be each corner. So we'd have to go each fold over, rather, excuse me. So yeah, I told you. Sound author, welcome. Katrine, welcome. How are you today? Yeah, it was it's not an easy task. Alright, see, this is where we run into problems. Since I can't see what the hell I'm doing. But see what I mean? Just by rotating. Just by rotating. Oh. Christy, have you not seen the new bits? Kind of overshadowed this one, unfortunately. But we'll clear that out. No worries. I've got a bunch of these sort of things kicking around. There's a tutorial on how to achieve this particular one using the other floors. So this right here, or this one down here, using this style floor, the newer floor, is a manual placement at the moment. But I think I've kind of found some good reference. You build me the sphere, I'll add the other elements. Actually, you know what? The funny thing is, I'd have to watch a tutorial on how to build a sphere. I mean, I could add mods and, and just do it that way. Be a lot easier. But, I mean, something like, and to get this, and let's get into this, all right? So, because I like this, and there's two versions of this. There's this thin line version, which I kind of like better. And then there's the fatter version that takes up the entire space between the lines. Goes from line to line, all right? So like here, we see it, and we know that we're a little, oh, actually, I hate to do it again, but if we're going to work down here, now we got to do it. So, we're going to save. Now, much like the race much like the boundary seal thing, when you walk away from it, you lose the animation. With these, what happens is they kind of go off warble, and they get a little bit, out of time. So, we're going to reload. So, Tuesday evening, I might do an East Coast countdown for the new year. If y'all up for it. Trying to figure out, I can't, I'm old now, so I can't do those 24-hour things. Yeah, see, that's a little better. But you can still see here how it kind of peters out right here. And if we look over on this side, it's nice and bright and vibrant. So, what we're going to do is redo it. And I will show you how I go about doing this. Tell you, mods are the key. Alright, so I wanted the back side of this because I wanted to introduce the concrete floor and see, you know, if the pattern did anything, or it does, and what we could do with it. And excuse me. While this is a pain, and believe me, it is possible. So, what I like to do is, at this point, because it's how I've been doing it, since I'm figuring it out as well, is I throw some pavers, give myself a little bit of, you know, workspace here, if I can drag the wire through. So, what I've noticed is, instead of trying to do it the way I was doing it, where I have it visual, actually, let's get like so, which I realize just is too finicky, and even with the mouse and the DPI set pretty low, it's tough to get this flat and then where you need it to be. I mean, it's doable, right? It's just very, very finicky. You're always kind of, and that's the notchiness with the movement system a little bit, and controller. And then if I come in with the mouse, we'll drop the DPI down quite a bit here. We might have a better chance. But for those on console, which is kind of what I want to do, is, you know, to help people on console as well. But doing it this way I found was kind of a pain. So then I'm like, all right, let's try and find some reference and see if that'll help. So I did this just this morning, so. I'm still kind of tweaking with it, so. I had to come down and then center this line, which is nice. And then that first section, that first like kind of white section, we're gonna go about I was kind of using the color because you can see as it changes color. I think it was, all right, well, we'll try this and we'll see what we get. Because even if you look, if I go left to right, see how it starts to change color? I think if I can figure out like what the center color is, and this is a good way to, if you want to do some funky floor colors or, you know, anything like that, you can come in here and kind of play with the wire. But anyway, so I want to start at that edge of that very light or white section before it then turns to green again, or whatever color this is at the moment. And then I'm going to go about halfway, a little less than, maybe we'll throw a quarter in there, we'll call that a quarter. And we'll turn it to this color and see what happens. And then you attach it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so, and that looks pretty even. But it's a lot easier to do and to see when you have that reference and you can see that line right in the connector. Now, you might find times using different materials like the cube or something, because I had to do that to get the ceiling in the other one done. Still, I think we're probably a little bit bright on the right, but it looks more even than last time. What are you holy crapping, my friend? So, well, it's from the old kaleidoscope stuff I did. I used that pencil point in the electrical connector because it kind of looks like a sharpened pencil. So if you take a look at that, right, we come down and we look at the electrical connector, I'll do it from the other side because you kind of need to see it in action. All right, so we'll connect this here. And then if we look down, try and get a pin on it here. Hold on. There we go. For demonstration purposes. See how it looks like a sharpened pencil? So I used to use that, but it looks like they may have added a center line, which I'd be super happy if they did. And then now that black center line gives me more, you know, a little more accuracy on, you know, my left to right placement. I mean, you can kind of use the pencil point as well, just as a reference. But see how here we've lost, and it's sunken into the floor panel. So then you'd have to kind of create a different reference for your center, but then you use the outer bits of the electrical connector. What do you have next to the two lines? We could even lighten up the floor panel. That might help. It's just what I'm used to. But try those different combinations, whatever helps. You know, when using reference, you know, whatever lines, you can kind of go, okay, it looks like I have equal space left and right here. And then once you have this done, then you take a block, or cube, I call it a block, I know. Take the cube, turn it to whatever color you want ahead of time. Pop that in there, and now that is your new reference point to snap in your race initiators. Leave the wire for as long as you can. That we're gonna leave in as well. This. Hey, no worries, look. Is oddly perfectly placed. Oh, yes, it can be. All right, so now we have all that. Oh, I'm like, I did that earlier. That's why it's there perfectly placed. So what you would do is you would bring your cube back. You'd add a paver in order to reach the full limit of the floor that you're about to put in, right? And now we can use this style floor, or any of these floors now. So, and this actually is probably two. You'd have to do this one separately, the wooden floor, because that's even thinner. So say we drop in this floor, and we just pop that in like we did the other one. Like, the distance for that is way off, but now we change that to this one, and hey, lo and behold. Ooh, I wonder if using the wooden floors. Did we try that? I thought we tried that. But they are thinner, which would give us a different gap setting. We need to try that in a minute. I think we did, and it didn't work. But anyway, so there you go. There's that. And then you can change these floors. But now if we want to get this, I just wanted to show the difference between the floors. Yeah, that's what I was. Coffee. All right. And again, if there are any questions on any of these things, please feel free to ask. And again, I think we're might go do a visit of a base or two today. Really I haven't done that in a while. I sort of miss it. I think it would be worthwhile to go take a peek at something. And I'm going to be doing, I think I'm going to add that as a regular feature again. It's been a while since I have. So I'm going to set up something on Discord soon, probably this weekend. For people to, send coordinates and all that funky stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too, because I think we already tried it. I'm almost positive we had already tried that at one point. So. But as you see here, now we can do the concrete floors, the aluminium, the alloy aluminium, the concrete floors, the ones we couldn't do before. Yeah, I'm out of it today. My brain is definitely, the gears are slipping today. And for anyone who hasn't seen any of this or needs, would like some instructions on how to do some of this, please just feel free to ask. Some of it I need to probably, freshen up on my own. What I mean by that is to make sure I don't forget it. But, and then mess around with patterns. And obviously you change the floor style. Let's see what happens if we use that. Kind of interesting. Just subtle. But again, a lot of this is meant to be not used as crazily as I might do it. When I'm doing this is purely for just testing purposes, like what can I get away with? What will the game allow me to do? That sort of thing. But with this unfortunate manual placement, which with these floor panels, I can't get that finite of a move. Sound Author thought he might be able to do it, but I was like, I don't think so, homie, but if you do, I'm all for it. Because I really don't like doing it manual. But we do have sort of a workaround now that I figured out this morning, just by thinking about what I did in the past. So, is my controller? Hold on a second, y'all. Check and see what's going on with my controller. Yeah, status high. What's your problem? Me, not yet. So we're going to take a break in a minute. But so with these, with the other legacy floors, the other method didn't work. And now with these, except for the timber, which again, we could probably do a manual placement, but it would be, we'd have to find reference for it. These I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't checked yet. But it doesn't look like it. Unless maybe I turn it around. I was hoping maybe the square. So some of these may need to be done individually. Do you know what I mean? But that's not working. Is that any thicker? Right. But now we do another one. Okay. So here's the one that we just did where we're kind of part way on the electrical connector. So if we redo this, and this time, instead of halfway, we're going to just go right to the edge of that. Alright, so, and let's go, and see how I'm moving left and right and it changes color as well? Alright, let's go this color here. And what we should see is a thicker band of light coming through. You know what? My foot cushion. I wanted to bring it up. Alright, so now let's see what we got. So if I pop this in here, yep, perfect. A little twisted as we can see, right? Or that might be the edge of that, I don't know. Yeah, because it's... Now here's another important thing with these. This part needs to be behind whatever wall you're doing. So I'm a little twisted here, right? You can see that. So let's try that again. You want to get your back wire as straight as possible as well. That will help. Ah. Yeah, this I should probably do with the mouse, but again. Again, if you have any questions, holla. Okay, see now we can see it's definitely twisted. So, all right, let's keep this as our tester so we can see at the edges. Again, this is manual placement. There's nothing I can do snap placement with these walls currently. I'm hoping somebody discovers something new and we're, you're able to. See if we can't get a little bit closer. There we go. Give me some of that. And that looks like it is. What color are we at? But That looks good. Maybe. No. Damn it. I swear sometimes it's just random as well. Like, oh, hey, I got it. Oh, maybe. There's only one edge of that? Okay. Alright, never mind. We've probably been straight the entire time. It looks like only one edge is... no, that's perforated. Or, like... Has some lines in it. I think that's as good as we're going to get. I think. But that's the other version, is the thicker version, right? So you can do either the thin line version, something like this, make your patterns with that. You can bring it forward a little more, do this. I think it is only one end. And then you can also attempt other floors. So this would have to be done separately. We'd have to bring that out further. Or we may just flip it around and it might work. And depending on how it decides it's going to phase, you might get some different effects. So, again, be prepared for that sort of thing. And actually, we can use, can still use this. It will have a slightly different look. But surprisingly enough, doing it the other way, where we can snap it all in place, it doesn't do it the same for this. There's that razor thin adjustment that really makes all the difference in the world. And unfortunately, I can't do anything about it. And that's what I mean. There's like, the floors are almost different thicknesses sometimes, but it's just a weird way it phases. Don't really know what the deal is with it. But it happens to the legacy floors more than anything. Might as well try some walls and whatnot. See what happens. That's kind of neat. Oh, really? Okay, so that's interesting. So the wider version doesn't do anything on those. It needs to be, because now it's too far out. So the dip in that center square is too much, and it passes over it. So just noodling. Best way to figure out what you can get going on with some of this stuff. Let me think here. I think we're going to do the thinner version. It is a little more difficult, but I think it looks better. Grid system? What grid system? I'm sorry. What are you talking about? Grid system. We are twisted. Oh, is that what Light No Fire is going to go to? Some sort of grid system? Okay. Workaround done. That's a lot quicker than faffing around with it like we were a little bit like the way we were doing it the other night. That was just yeah, didn't work. That looks pretty even. I would say that's fine. But then again, you know, you would create you put your block up based on the new wire that we have here. Drop that down, drop down again, remove. For now, remove. Grab that. Oh, do that. Come on. Being a pain in the arse. There we go. Thank you. That. Delete that. This, do something like that. Still probably isn't going to be high enough. There we go. Now, this is how I know that this one is done well, because it's just highlighting the, you know, essentially the widest part of that, as opposed to like the X in the middle, which the other version, the snapped version, does. But now, if we were also to take this floor panel, we'll see it actually keeps that framing, unlike before where it was like over didn't even catch that. You know, we're actually in the floor the way we want. And then it's just patterns, making patterns. There you go. Easy as that. If it were any easier, I wouldn't be able to do it. Hey, sound author. It's Sunday. Yeah, it's all right. I don't get a lot of traffic. I'm not like a, Jason Plays at people or saying something like that. I am merely this crazy guy. Alright, let's try and get that to the second tier. I find two height, one going one way, one going the other way, is the best. But again, whatever you want to do, you can get all crazy wacky with them. Right now, I'm just trying to get the method. Once the method is down and we know we can count on it, then we can really start going, okay. I'm really hoping somebody stumbles across a way, or I stumble across a way of doing what we're doing right now, snappable. But I think we got something that works with the color, the line, the reference. We kind of know what we're doing. Not as faffy as the other one. All right, what am I doing here? I can put that. And it's important, again, remember to make sure the screen on this thing is facing the back. Oh, if you find something, please let me know. Alright, so that's too high. That should work. That's 1, 2, 3 blocks up. See? But that doesn't quite meet here, so we're going to do 1, 2. No, actually, it's from the floor, one in a paver. Okay. One and a half. Nope. 2. Oh, duh. There's a block. is our half. Maybe I gotta test out Hellboy's electrical connector method for when he does these things. Alright, so that's too low. But I also don't want the setup to be ridiculous either, you know what I mean? Hey, there he is. What is going on now, but yeah, I guess that's the best we got there. So one paver on top. Okay. And then we got to go the other way. I think is there, but there might be one more down. Yep. Reverse that. I do have one idea I want to try and do, but I don't know. Oh, for something completely different too, not for this. Come on. Thank you. Too far. Alright, so it'll be the same as the other one. Oh, I did it again. There's a fraction of a micro adjust in order to get it to be a snappable version of what I'm doing here with this floor panel, because the other way, which works with the legacy metal floor, everything is snapped in place and then, you know, moved, and we, you know, because of the thickness of that floor and the way that floor is designed, it works. This, I have to use a wire and manually do what we're doing here. Which, while it works, it would be nice if we could be precise. It'd be nice if we were precise. No? Okay. That's 2 and 1 from that. Oh, I know why, because we were using those other floors before. Got it. So here. Gonna be sneaking out of the floor. Okay. Then what? So what happens here with this is why it worked with the other. Because of this. Well, how do I put this here? Even that's not working, so we would work it with that. Alright, something funky here, hold on. That's where that needs to be. Alright. So, that to the bottom of that with a paver on it. Okay. Delta 1, what is going on? This is Delta 1246. We have again infiltrated the wacky environment of Action Pants Gaming. Once again, what the hell is he doing? We will report back with a set rep later on. This is Delta 246 signing off. Alright, so that's how that's going to have to work. Got it. I don't know if you've seen any of this stuff yet, Delta. But if you haven't, let me know, and I will run through it with you. And then what we could do here, because that does take up that effect. See, it's lower there. I don't like that. So here again, we would have to micro adjust the floor, and or that. You know what? Because it looks like a half, but it's not, and then we don't meet in the middle like we should here, right? Like see how those dots are lighting up in the middle nicely, boom. Yep. And it's nice and even. We don't have too much of a tilt here. Yeah, I think the workaround with the wire works. I think we can get away with that. And again, it's all about making patterns at this point. You know, taking your okay. Let me know if you succeed. again, it's all about just having fun with it. You know, don't try to take it. Hey, Gunboat. Well, it's more Blade Runner, so that makes sense in some ways. It is Lux on YouTube currently, but you can find Lux on YouTube, Spotify, Bandcamp, all of that. SoundCloud. I don't understand why those are about. I'm an idiot. That's why I didn't. Like, why aren't those doing that? Like the little dot bit. Oh yeah, I got it backwards, that's why. That's why I did that. Is there an easier method to do this? Probably. There is, but because when it works, Agent Circo. Right back at you. Thank you. That's two Iron Cross. Nope. No. What if I... Again, endless. Just constantly changing things around. You know, will give you all kinds of fun little different patterns that you can then, you know, try to mess about with. And it really is all up to your patience on what you're, what pattern you want to get out of it. And then you add in your orange and whatnot. And anything else you want to add in, you can keep it like a window if you want, actually be able to look out, block it. Sometimes I'll just fill in all the gaps and see what happens. And then these are usually the times where you'll get inspired to, you'll see something, you'll add something, you'll do something. So, I would say, just play and have fun with it. Don't try to worry too much about, what you're going to get for a pattern or initially, just kind of play around with it. Don't worry too much. Have fun with it. Like that. Any questions? Anything at all? Yes, no, maybe. I'm guessing that's a no. No questions currently. Everyone know, got the idea on how to do this by now, I would imagine. I should have kept those middle ones in there. That's alright. Damn it. I should have. Alright. We're putting them back in. Frustration sometimes on these things. Really be enough to make me want to take a break sometimes. My friend just got himself what looked like a PlayStation 5. Gotta figure out how to bring these back. Let's try this. Far back, but that's okay. Or we might get mildly lucky with it, but not. Now, what if we did that? That would actually be the way to go, wouldn't it? Yeah, but to have that halfway bit, we'd have to figure out. There's that there. I have to figure out the, that's probably one of the, replace this with that thing. I have a feeling. Like replace the small triangle with a large triangle. I think might do the trick because of that gap. that creates. Oh. Alright, I need to figure that out. That needs to be my next figure out. Let's get rid of this for now. Okay, that's why. That. Doesn't work? Alright. I had a feeling it wouldn't. But it is what it is, as they say. I can quite literally do this for more time than I probably should. It's that easy. It really is, just to kind of noodle around with this stuff. doesn't take much effort to get something interesting, even if it's really simple. You know, like all right, let's get this out of here. And just. You know, as simple as doing that. You know, you cover up most of it. It's just an interesting thing to draw your attention. You know, sometimes simple is better. And you could add in later, if you want to come in the other direction, you can take your block that you currently have, and, you know, you can... Oh, no, wait a minute. I think we tried this and it didn't work, right? Do we have to do that from the other side? No, I think we can, yeah. So... Oops. Oops, if you're facing the proper way. Oh, but now we're going to have to, yeah, never mind, because we're going to have to, we will have to rotate things in them for this to work. That's okay. Had we thought about this when we were doing our setup, we would have set up these sides ahead of time and we'd be all set. Because then everything would be facing the way it needs to, but because this is an afterthought, what we need to do is add this thing. There we go. And then we can rotate that. Actually, we'd be going the wrong way for this particular thing, so, but it doesn't matter. Just again. Although the game's like, no, don't do it. There we go. See, we also have a, you can see that I mean, it's super, super subtle. But sometimes it's those subtle things that make the biggest difference. But again, to repeat and use the word again today a lot. Honestly, It really is whatever you feel like doing, whatever works for you. Don't stress it. It's supposed to be fun. It really is a sacred unicorn of micro. You're not probably wrong. I am getting. You know what? We're gonna take a break in a minute. We're gonna go visit something. I'm not sure what it is yet. I'm gonna visit, but we're gonna go visit something. Because this is starting to irritate, like hardcore. The whole like doubling up and you go to move it and it doesn't move. So when you miss your glitch, it's just annoying. It's time consuming. It's, you know, it just sucks. I gotta be honest. So instead of doing what I was gonna do, I guess we will do this instead. But that's not what I wanted to do. At all. For some reason, it's not freaking working. It's starting to become highly irritating. Oh, I see what's happening. Fine. So it has been working, I just haven't seen it. So forget it. Never mind. I'm not messing around with that. But you get the idea. All right. It's neat. It's fun. There's lots that can be done with this technique. It's up to you. To have the fun. And, you know, sometimes to make your pattern, you're going to want to block some of it. You know what I mean? So only certain parts will show. All right. Oh, wow. Already 2 hours in. All right, we're going to take a little bio break here. And then I think I'm going to try to go visit a build of some sort, I think. That might be neat. It's too easy to get lost. All right. Bio break. We'll be back momentarily. For those of you who got to get going, thanks for hanging out and keeping us company for a bit. Hopefully we'll see you soon. I'll be back on again tomorrow at some point, probably in the morning. We may even come back tonight if I discover something, anything interesting. But for now, those of you sticking around, peel those peepers away from the screen, grab a beverage, grab a snacky treat, take a bio break. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right. Alrighty, we're back. I need to find a portal. That might be interesting. Because I have to take... All right. What do you think here? Where are the glyphs? There should be some glyphs I'm looking for here. Damn it. Where are the glyphs? Oh, they're there. Hold on. I, of course, have to find these. There we go. And I gotta write it down. Of course, I don't have any paper here. We got ourselves a bird. Sunset. Rocket, Triforce, Swirl, Balloon, Spider, Tent, TP, Base. Okay. Hopefully I got it right. Oh. Bird, sunset, rocket, triangle. Oh, rocket, sunset, triangle. Aha. Missed it. Or Triforce. Wait a minute, sun. Damn it. Bird, sunset. Rocket, sunset, Triforce, swirl, balloon, spider, tent, face, Triforce. Okay. We're good. We're good. Let's get back on this. Boom. Tab on over to here. Now we got to find the elusive portal. Let's find a portal, shall we? Uh-oh, that means I got to play the game? Alright, what do I need to get a portal? I need... Oh, here's something I don't even have on me. Do you have any... nav data? Nope. Alright. I guess we need to go somewhere. What's the name of this one? Sakumi, okay. Alright. Yeah, I got a few chores I got to do today too, and then I'm going to try to do a second stream tonight, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. No, I don't need that. I need a space station. That's right. You are the navigator. That's just top or bottom, I don't know. In a second. There we go. Man, because I don't, I mainly build, as you all know. I'm always like, I'm so happy in some ways that I don't play as much, because when I do, I'm like, this is so cool. I haven't gotten all jaded by it yet. I'm like, yeah, I've seen it. There's a navigator. Who are you? Yeah, there you are. Cartographer. You're who I'm looking for. Alien, right? Yeah. Whoa, bumping the ceiling though, huh? Yeah, we haven't done anything to this ship either. Alright, so... Alien monolith. Sounds good to me. Once I find one, I'll open one up on this planet. We'll mark it. Not now, but we'll. And I think tomorrow we're going to go visit another one. I think I'm going to do one a day until I get a dedicated day for base touring. I think I'm going to do a dedicated day time for that. Or I might just do them and then upload them. I don't know. We'll see. Monolith is what I'm looking for, though, right? I believe so. Ooh, it's on one of these planets. Well, that's neaty-keeny. Might as well. Yes. Well, give me this animation. Come on. Accept the knowledge. Whoa. Oops. Guess I'm not supposed to go in there. Oh yeah, yeah, I don't. My normal save. I do have a normal save, which actually I need to get into and make sure that it's on my PlayStation. That's my city, basically, I think. No, I have a normal save. I have one that needs to reach in. I am doomed. Alright, oops. I gotta reload, right? No, I can't talk to it again because I didn't do the thing. Alright. don't know if this will save me or not. No, okay. Restore point should be when I got out of my ship. Better think of me. Stand back, right? Okay. Stand back. Would have helped if I read the beginning. I would have stood back the first time. I was like, reach in. Alright, give me what I need here. Yep. Locate a portal, hell yeah. That's all we needed. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. That actually wasn't that bad. It took way less time than I thought it was gonna. Normally it's like I'm searching for, 45 minutes before I even find the monolith. But now, oh, it was right across the way. But the chances of us finding that randomly from there. The bite beat is pretty neat. I've done a little bit with it. There's some neat things you can do with it to create some base and other stuff. I used it for doing light stuff, using like light panels and whatnot. Yep. Thankfully, we are uncreative. Just have to do that. Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. Some stuff. Structures. Activate. Alright, let's see if I don't get us lost. Bird, sunset, rocket. Sunset. Triforce. And actually, I'm gonna have to do something to it. Shoot. Galaxy swirl. Bird. Oh, wait a minute, no. Swirl. Fighter. Face. Triforce. Alright. This may or may not work. I don't know what galaxy I'm in, I forgot. So we might not even be in the right galaxy, so. We'll find out in a minute. But I'm glad we have a portal here. I'll throw a base computer down. And I'm hoping we don't have a case of, and it's looking that way, of, oh yeah, the base isn't here. Alright, let's get into space and see. I've noticed that sometimes, like, the person almost has to be there these days. Alright, there's our portal. It should be on this planet, I think. Alright, where are we? We're in Euclid. Okay. And I believe I was in Euclid. Yep, alright. This is why base visiting right now I've been kind of holding off on. And I notice this just between my two saves is sometimes, even though it's uploaded, it's not there. I know, Sound Author. I worry based on how the game builds its parts, what I've seen in the preview. Yeah, no, I would have portaled in Euclid, so yeah. So again, it's a little odd with bases, unfortunately, because I know this base should be here. I know we are in the right spot, etc., etc. But because the person who built it isn't here, I'm not seeing it. I've had this issue recently, and it's not very fun. Because you're like, I want to go check out my friend's thing. You take a look what they built. Then you go there and you're like, where is it? And I know this is uploaded. I know 99.4% that it is uploaded. So now, I'm going to put a little base computer down here so we get here. And even though we see it in the picture, if they do an update or something and then you don't have a photo, it's good to have, you know. All right. Well, unfortunately, that was sort of a letdown. What a bummer. Yeah, Tiny Glade does look a little interesting. This one we haven't decided whether or not we want to trash. It is. Yep, right there. I mean, I do and I don't, you know what I mean? I like some of it. Actually, I like the design and the pattern. What I don't like is you can't really view it because of its size, and when the boundary seal things stop animating. It's kind of no fun. Oh, also, they didn't have it for a bit, but Rocksmith is back on Steam, and, well, I thought it would be kind of fun. I got a crappy electric guitar kicking around, and I thought it might be fun to do something different and do something kind of creative. Doing something with the music. Alright. Let's try to... save while we're here. But we don't have a lot of time left because I do have errands I gotta get done today. Sometimes it just helps to start over again. Alright. So we know we have to start where each one of these folds in on itself, right? So we'll do that. Alright, we did 2 up. Actually, no, go down. That's not right. And we do have that weird phase. So. Alright, so now we go again. Although this is always weird. Alright, hold on. I see why I can't do that. They should just roll through all of them at the same time, but... So then we're going to go off that edge, down... Alright, let's at least get a match on all of these before we add the next bit. We'll worry about the interior. That'll just be one thing on its own. On the inner ring there. Again, we have that weird phasing that ruins your perfect symmetry. But sometimes you just gotta deal with it. If it's real bad, try moving, your setup somewhere different. Much of that could be a drag. Sometimes, unfortunately, you don't have much in the way of a choice. I don't know if, facing north or whatever will be better. Or depending on how much crap is in your build site. I wish I knew what caused it. It could just be the parts themselves. It is one of those things that has plagued us for years at this point. Just by changing that, we changed a great deal of this. You know what I mean? Alright, save that. What we'll do is we'll get these done. That way, when we get to the inner circle and the other row, we'll have what we're able to actually work from. putzing around too much. And I avoided this pattern for long enough now. Certainly interesting. Oh, the sphere generator. So, if you look at the back here, we have them just so they're sitting on top there. You know, they're not too far forward. It's the same cube that we used to put these in, so it's nice and tight against it. Trying to find the same. And then again, we get, you'll start noticing start adding the smaller ones in, you're like, oh, wait a minute, now I've got all these other options. You're now doing like these half steps. This is where it can get confusing. because you might put something in that affects what you can do on the other side, and whether or not it would be able to actually go in symmetrically. And sometimes it's just, I guess we can't do that. Eh. The thing that's throwing me off is I keep seeing that bit there that's not cooperating. That's not too bad. But we could play with this and spin these floors and add different ones and go with the small ones, or it's in some ways it's a little too much. Alright. I don't like how this is getting blurred though. Right here, 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 here. Yeah, this gets oddly tricky to get going. Once you've found your pattern, you know what edges you're using, it gets easier, but in the beginning you're trying to figure it out and you're like, oh shoot, what did I do? So sometimes, as much as it is sort of a drag, it's best to just keep things, you know, like with this, at the top of the triangle is that little yellow square. So it might be smart just to kind of keep everything facing the same direction, even if it means not as good of a pattern in the long run. deal with this crud for 20 minutes at a time and realize that, hey, you know what? Forget it. I ain't doing it. Yeah, you got to keep spinning the part and moving around and hope that you catch what you're trying to catch. And if you want to be real crazy, you can go, you know what? I don't want these here now. And you could go, I want these now. Now you have different edges you can work with, so you'll get different pattern options. That might be a way to go later, but we'll keep that open for now. I think we need to do this as our main bit. All the way around, connect, and then do something with the two, and you know, we could halfway the floor, we could use a paver to move them in and change the pattern again. There's just so many options to get a pattern out of this. But all right, it looks like we're almost at our 3-hour mark, so we're gonna call it for today. I'm gonna try to swing back later this evening. We'll see what happens. It may or may not work. I'm going to turn these on now. I don't think we actually looked at this running. If I do, it might be this, it might be something else. I'm kind of in the mood to play something else. Just to kind of give my brain a little breather from this, and then I can come back in with, you know, a fresher mindset. And hopefully come up with something better. But that's what we got for now. And as usual with these, it depends on what direction you're looking. See how we have kind of a warble, things aren't perfectly, so if I were to save and reload, that would balance itself out because we were at the lower portion earlier, so. Well, that's it for this morning's Sunday stream. Well, again, as I said, I'll try to come back later. If you have any questions on this, hit me up on Discord. Other than that, I want to thank everybody for keeping me company. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, this has been me, Kevin C. here at Action Pants Gaming, wishing all of you out there in the No Man's Skyverse a little bit of love, peace, and Starship Grease. Get those action pants on, get out there, start building some wild and wacky stuff. Alright, y'all, take care, enjoy, and don't forget to hit that bell, let you know when I'm back on again, and that like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that drive. We'll see you soon. Take care.